everybody, it's Crystal. So this is going to be review number 2 for Milani Cosmetics, and I spoke with Milani Cosmetics about 3 weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we had decided that we were going to work together for a couple of reviews. So this review is going to be about their HD Advanced Concealer. I'm going to try to cut the glare. So here you go, Milani. The packaging is beautiful. So it's the HD Advanced Concealer. Click, cover, correct, and protect eye and face. I love that. Click, cover, correct, and protect. I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful product inside and out. Obviously, the packaging, gorgeous, gorgeous gold. It's very reminiscent of the Yves Saint Laurent. I have this on right now, and the color I have on is 01, and I've got it on under my eyes. It's wonderful for brightening up. It does cover, correct, all of that great stuff. I'm going to read to you directly from the Milani website at www.milanicosmetics.com and just tell you their description of this before I go on to my review. Now this only comes in 4 shades, light, medium, medium beige, and medium honey. So the product description says, HD Advanced Concealer Click Pen covers imperfections, dark circles, with a weightless, good for your skin liquid formula that leaves a natural finish as it brightens with a soft focus for flawless skin. Now, it is HD, so what does HD mean? High definition. I thought that that was a cool idea because it is going to be soft focus technology. This is going to be really nice for pictures, photography. It's going to photograph well. I can already tell in the regular filming light that I have behind here that it films nicely, you guys. It films very nicely, and I'm going to do a close-up as I apply it as well so that you can see the blendability, the soft technology of it. It's a really nice cosmetic. Okay, so the way it works, just take that off. And it has a brush, and down here it has a click pen. So you click it, and your product comes up through here. Okay? Now, of course, you can use the brush to blend that in. I like to blend it in with my hands, or with my fingertips, excuse me. I think it warms the product up much better. So I'm going to do that, and I also go around my nose because I always get red there. And this is okay for your face, so you don't need to worry, is it just for my eyes? So already, again, this is the lightest, but I think that it matches well. It's probably a little too light, but they did send me another one in 02, so I'd like to try that at some point. So my hands are clean. You could also do this with a concealer, a larger concealer brush. And really what I look for in a concealer is the fact that it will brighten me up as opposed to lighten me up. I don't want to be lightened up. I want it to be brighter. So we can see already that it's brightened up my skin. It's really made those dark circles diminish and just look more awake. Now this is the exact result that I got from a higher end brand. This is exactly the result I wanted. I wanted something to brighten me up. I wanted something that I could blend in if it's a little light, if it's a little dark. I want blendability. This is blending in really nicely. It helps so much to diminish any signs of puffiness, of dark circles. Sometimes when we get under eye concealer, we look for something that will lighten us up, and that can really mess up the color flow of our actual face. You don't want to be lighter, you want to go brighter. It's just going to help your skin tone. It's going to brighten up the rest of your face and make you look much more awake than going too light. So this all together has 12 mils of product in it, and this goes for $8.49 on the Milani website. I think that that's a pretty good deal for this. If you think about it, the amount you need is very tiny. You do not need even as much as I put on. I put on a little bit much. I pumped twice. You don't need that for your under eye area. Even if you have quite large dark circles, what you can try doing is putting a cool cloth on before you put this on. If you have something like under eye cream, go ahead and use that. That helped the first time I tried, and I didn't need hardly any of this. It looks really, really good. I love that look. It looks nice in person. It really does. It flows quite well with the rest of your face. Some concealers you can tell they're just meant for your eyes. They look kind of funny if you put them on, a blemish or a dark spot. You guys know I have a little, where is it? Oh, up here. I have a little like acne scar. It's a little reddish. You can't even tell. Like most of the time you can tell when I'm filming. I've put this on. It really helps soften up the focus of the camera when it's on, when it's rolling, and in real life. That's something that I look for in an HD product. It's non-irritating. You guys know that's something I look for. I'm very sensitive, I'm very oily, the whole nine. But this has not irritated me. I don't feel like it's even on. It's not heavy. It's not, just getting kind of tacky on there. It dries to quite a matte finish. And I think that that's important because you don't want that area to have any sort of shimmer at all underneath your eyes. You want that to be matte, to be out of the way, to be softened up as much as possible. This morning I decided to put this on my eyelids, my regular eyelids, because I wanted to see how it would work with that. And I had somewhere to go, an appointment very early this morning, and I didn't feel like putting on my whole face just yet. So what I did was I put this on my eyelids over top of primer. It didn't crease it. That was really cool. The primer was on, but it also made my entire eye look lifted, just look a little bit more open and awake, and I put a little bit of mascara on, and I was done. I was good to go, and I felt really confident. Sometimes when I put on just regular concealer under my eye, if I don't feel like doing a full face, you can tell where the concealer stops and your skin begins, no matter how well I blend. There's always just that little bit of offset color and focus that I don't appreciate in a concealer. The Milani HD Advanced Concealer and Corrector. It does the 2-in-1. It corrects and conceals. So it's not one, it's not the other, it does both. That's ideally what you want to look for when you're dealing with concealment. You want something that conceals and corrects, not just one or the other. It does not cake up. That's the cool thing. I always put concealer right around my nostrils because that gets a little bit red, and even on my nose. It doesn't cake. So many other products I've tried cake up right here. This, no way. I did try this with powder. And I normally don't like putting setting powder on top of my concealer because I do feel that it dulls it down a little bit, and I wouldn't recommend putting a heavy powder over top of this. This is meant to be an HD concealer corrector. This has a job to do all on its own. It does not need a powder over top of it, even though we may want to fight that urge and just go and set that. You really don't need to with this. Set the rest of your face, be my guest, but this, I think, does a job all on its own, and it's a darn good job. So now on to the things that I think could make this better. The fact that there's 4 shades. I think that there needs to be some more. I mentioned this with the foundation as well. The brush I think is perfect. I really, really like this brush. I think it's a nice softness. I think anytime you have some sort of a concealer brush, it does need a certain amount of softness. Unlike a foundation brush should be pretty firm, in my opinion. The hair bundle should be very taut, very firm, very thick, because you want that to get on and do nice brush strokes with it and be able to buff it out in a certain amount. And I think that there really doesn't need to be any buffing. You can do it with your finger. Of course, it's an extra step and you want to touch your face as little as possible. However, I do think that when you're working closely to your eyes, you don't want a very thick or a very densely packed hair bundle that can kind of poke and jab. This is very soft, so if I slip, it's actually going to bend before it hurts my eyeball, which is nice. Besides the amount of shades that there need to be created, I don't see anything that I can complain about this. I do wish that they were a little bit more, or less actually, I wish that they were a little less secretive on what's inside of this. With the foundation, they were more than happy to tell you the grapeseed extract, the vitamin E, the cucumber, all of that great stuff. I don't know what is in here that's doing what to my eye, so I really would love to know what is it that makes it look so less puffy? What is it that really brightens it up? I like that. I like knowing what's inside of it, so that's something that I wish that they would put somewhere, maybe on here. It just says, where it's distributed from, the website, nothing else really, not even on the wrapper, which this one is still wrapped up. On the wrapper, it just has the little skew bar, and that's it. All in all, this product is amazing. For $8.50, I think that you can't afford not to go out and get it. So I want to thank very, very much Milani Cosmetics at milanicosmetics.com. Again, sold everywhere from Kmart to Target to Sears, Walgreens, Bartell's, everywhere, CVS. You've got to check out Milani Cosmetics if you have not already. And again, I've been a long-time lover of Milani. I love their runway eye collections. I love their nail polishes. They have some great, great things, and I'm so much more impressed by them just with their face products alone. This has taken me above and beyond the respect I had for them in the first place. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.